Welcome back, everyone. I think it was probably about a year ago I became aware of a campaign that the YMCA was doing nationally. It was called for Our Better Us. And it struck me, and anybody I've talked to, by the way, it's same feeling, right? This is a campaign that just said, look, we don't really thrive unless we build community, unless we build family, unless we build relationships, unless we appreciate diversity, unless we embrace people that maybe not like us, but we can learn from each other. And we picked the most fabulous location today to continue this conversation with somebody who has a lot to add to this conversation, by the way. We're at Silver Bay. Now, anybody who gets remotely close to Lake George knows Silver Bay. We're talking about 700 acres, I think 117 years old.
Yes,
you were saying?
117.
For years, convention and family retreat center. And joining me today is Lindsay Butler, who is head of sales and marketing.
Yes.
Well, some jobs are better than others, Lindsay.
It's a hard office to come to, I'll tell you, with a beautiful view like this.
We took the long way in this morning. You know, you could get to, you have to go to a location. You're like, okay, let's get there. And my wife and I were like, no, let's go in the long way. Let's take a look at all the different things that are going on.
That's a good decision to make.
I think I got that right. This retreat and convention center has been here for over 100 years, right?
Yes, it's been here 117 years.
Wow, and about 700 acres?
700 acres and a mile of shoreline on beautiful Lake George.
Boy, you have to say that last part again for those of us that love this lake.
I'm going to. So it's a mile of shoreline on Lake George.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You know, I mentioned to Lindsay that my wife and I, we pass by here all the time on the lake, and it's always just got so many wonderful activities. Sometimes we see weddings, sometimes we see water sports, we see sailing all the time, right?
It's awesome.
Tennis all the time,
tennis
right?
Is huge. Tennis is huge.
Well, you know, a lot of this, Lindsay, goes to sort of the basic tenets of what the YMCA stands for.
Correct.
Right? It's fitness, it's well-being. Tell me a little bit about that mission.
Yeah, so really, you know, the YMCA's mission is that community, the healthy living, and we're really bringing that together by offering the different programs like you just mentioned, along with our archery, but things for all ages, which is that community aspect. So we have our craft shop so that folks can sit with their grandma and do a bracelet, but then we're offering these community programs that I know we're going to dive into today, but things like theater and music and just anything that we can do to help bring our community together as one so they can meet and learn from each other.
You know, one of the most beautiful buildings, and it's hard to pick your favorite, right? Would it be the boathouse, the chapel, the auditorium, the inn?
They're all my favorite.
Yeah, I know. You have many favorites here.
Yes.
But we were walking through the inn this morning, and just to that point you said, there was grandparents sitting with obviously their grandchildren and some of the grandchildren's friends.
Yeah.
And they were playing checkers or something like that at the table. And you know, you stop for a second because you think in this fast-paced world where we're all wedded to our cell phones and worried about our jobs and, you know, forming our own tribes. You know, here you walk through the lobby of this absolutely stunning inn. You see hundreds of people from everywhere, just interacting in ways that just do what you said. Help just build relationship and build community.
It's honestly fascinating to be at a place like Silver Bay. There's fun fact for you. None of our accommodations have TVs in them. And we did that strategically because we want people to spend time outdoors and with one another, just building on that relationship. And we have never had a complaint about that because people are they're exploring nature, they're trying something new, and they're just making memories together. And that's what Silver Bay is. So just to add to your point, but you hit the nail on the head.
Oh, I know, you know, and I looked at the calendar of events and it starts, you know, when the sun comes up.
It does.
Right, and you're talking about things, the swimming that goes on down near the boathouse in the morning. And then as the day progresses, there's all kinds of activities for tennis and painting classes and hiking and nature discovery events. And but if you're looking to look at the world through a different lens, then that's why this place exists. And that's why the word retreat exists,
It
right?
does, yes. We really truly believe in that. I mean, we have people we get a lot of people from New York City, from Boston, from these big cities. And one of the things we like to say about Silver Bay is that it's a safe and wholesome environment. It's a place where you can come and your kids can meet new friends and go play and try something new, and you're not worried. You know, it's just this beautiful place, sort of in the middle of nowhere. It's its own little community, but it's special. There's something special and unique about that atmosphere.
Well, you know, Lindsay, for all the years that we've been in and out of here, covering different things or whatever, it really struck us this summer that something new was taking place.
Yes.
And Glens Falls Symphony Orchestra was here in this auditorium, and all you need to do is walk in there and snap your fingers, and you realize that you've got 100 and something years of acoustics built into these warm walls and floor. I can't even imagine what it was like to have the Glens Falls Symphony here.
We had so many people attend that event. If you want to see an old building full of people, 700 people, the Glens Falls Symphony Orchestra was that event. It was fantastic. The folks playing the instruments, the conductor, but even the audience were so into it, and it was just such a special event, and I'm so glad that we could open that to the community.
Three things stood out in the series, and I don't know, I know the Glens Falls Symphony performed here because we couldn't make it, my wife and I, but Gibson Brothers, did they perform yet?
They already performed, which was also a fantastic concert.
That's fun.
They are a fun group, and they've been here for a couple years now, and we've just really enjoyed having them.
Got it. Something really spectacular is coming up. And this is why we're doing this interview today, because I know you're going to want to see this event. ABT is here, American Ballet Theater.
Yes.
I can't believe it. When I first read it, Lindsay, I was like, I can't believe that. What are you talking about? And then I found out that you're bringing in principal dancers, some soloists, some of the dancers from the corps, and they will be performing in this auditorium. And that's August 15,
yes.
Which is a Thursday, by the way.
Yes.
This always happens. People would go, August 15, when is that? Oh, it must be 3 weeks away. No, it isn't. It's coming up. It's Thursday.
Yes.
And it's open to the public. It's free to the public.
Yes.
I just want to take one quick sidebar, because this happens because donors step up, correct?
Yes.
So, and you might want to consider this yourself. A donor will say, you know, I was exposed to dance when I was 5 years old, and it changed my life. You know, I've seen this at SPAC many, many times with the kids.
Yes.
I saw an orchestra. I saw somebody play the banjo, you know, and it changed something. Well, these people are stepping up to the plate, and they're underwriting these events which are free to the public.
Yes, it's because of our generous donors that these amazing events, especially ABT, are open to our community and free to the public, and that is huge, and it's because of them solely. And we're so blessed to have those generous donors.
Oh my God, I can't tell you. Now, ABT, of course, you know, is American Ballet Theater.
Yes.
Their home base is Lincoln Center in New York City, just in case you didn't know that, which also is home to New York City Ballet, which some of you do know about because of SPAC. But to have ABT up here is such a unique event. I can't even tell you. The one thing I didn't check, and I don't know if you know or not, but what is the program? What are they doing?
They'll actually be doing some original choreography, but I know that they're going to throw in, I've heard some rumors about some things like Black Swan, so they're doing a bunch of different things, but I know that they are going to be performing some original choreography.
Well, the way it usually works, of course, is Corey Stearns, who is a principal dancer with ABT, will bring up some of the other dancers. I think he's bringing up like 5 or 6 other dancers with him, right? This is incredible. And so they will be working out choreography. And this is a chance for Corey, and this happens in the dance world. This is a chance for the principal dancer to go out and stretch out a little bit, try something new, maybe an original piece of music, maybe an original piece of choreography or something. And they'll do that if they have a special event to go to like this. So not only are you getting to see dancers at that caliber, but you're probably going to see something very unique and something very special. What time is the performance?
7:30. The performance starts in this beautiful auditorium. So.
Right. Now there are a limited number. It's free to the public, okay? So hop in your car if you're in Albany. I don't care where you are. Drive up here. It's an easy drive. It's a spectacular drive because the lake road, the mountain road here is a beautiful road to drive on if you like cars. And but there are special VIP tickets available,
Yep.
which the money, of course, goes to support the YMCA. And that includes a gala, a reception afterward, and meet the dancers.
Yeah, so it actually includes special seating during the performance. It includes access to a dress rehearsal the day of the performance, and then it includes a meet and greet reception, 21 and older, thereafter the performance.
Right. Okay, this is really unique in the heart of the Adirondacks on the Queen of American Lakes at a 117-year-old family retreat that is dedicated to making stronger communities. Well, some days are better than others. This happens to be a good one. Thank you so much for inviting us up here.
No, thank you so much for coming and really supporting what we're doing. Thank you.
Oh, without you call us anytime, and we will be here. So that's August 15. It's a Thursday. This Thursday coming up, ABT, American Ballet Theater. Principal dancer, 6 other dancers doing choreography right here at Silver Bay at the Y. Thanks, Lindsay.
Thank you.
See this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.